To lie or not to lie? That is the question. Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen most movies. I kind of rewatch the same 3 David Lynch ones and then throw in a couple from whatever fixation I'm having in the month. Right now it's Dirty Hollywood. Very interested in William Desmond Taylor. But personally, most of my fun does not come from taking my clothes off. Almost none of it, really. Lying, however. I won't call myself a liar. I don't set out trying to lie, and I don't get any sort of thrill from doing so, unless it is to mislead a strange man on the street. The other month, a man came up to me as I waited on the train platform. He started out in French, complimented my outfit, to which I replied, "Oh merci, c'est très génial." God, I was tired, okay? I'm still embarrassed, and he asked where I was from. The United States, I said. I refused to switch to English even though I was struggling badly. It was 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I've got no clue why I was so exhausted. Anyway, I didn't lie yet. No way, I've never met an American in insert tiny-ass town that I live in. That's crazy, he said. He was like 30 and balding, and I'm 18. I look 18, if not younger. What part are you from? California, I lied. He was very impressed. What? And you're here? What part of California? Yeah, I live in Paris by myself. I go to high school there. I'm just out here visiting my family. I'm from La Jolla. All these are lies. I do not live in Paris by myself, not yet. Please pray, get my money up though. I'm not meant for the countryside. Now I'm very interesting to him. I am now the only American in this town, and I have this fabulous life that doesn't even make sense. Oh wow, I want to move to California. Every millennial Frenchman wants to move to California. Do you ever go back? Oh yeah, I go back all the time. I'm going next week to visit my friend. She lives there too. No way. Yeah. Took out my mother's old Chanel compact and started doing my lipstick. I'd stopped making eye contact with him sentences ago. I thought that by whipping out a mirror I could, give him the hint that he wasn't going anywhere with me. But he lingered. The train was delayed as well, so I was trapped with this 30-year-old man on this tiny train platform. I just wanted to listen to music and bellyache about my shitty life, which wasn't even that shitty by that point. I was just being dramatic, but he went silent for a while, seemingly mustering courage to ask, "Could I get your contact?" I don't look away from my mirror. I'm 15, I tell him. Oh, to be honest, I should have told him I have a boyfriend. That usually works better than saying I'm a child. I'll have a nice day then. I thought about that interaction on the train ride. I accidentally walked by him while hunting for a seat, but I ignored him. I felt absolutely nothing from lying to him. No sort of thrill or anything. Maybe I'd be farther along in life if I got pleasure from misguiding others. That's probably why there's so many male CEOs. I suppose I could have told him nothing but the truth. Could answer this final question with, "No thanks, you're not my type." But there's a certain politeness drilled into me in most women the men fail to see. For starters, I hate rejecting people. It makes me feel sad for them because being rejected is actually one of the shittiest feelings in the world. Like a very tall lady takes a Louboutin to your heart and stabs it. Though there's probably those who enjoy that as well. Anyway, so I lied to men on the street. If they make me uncomfortable, I'll tell them I'm a child, which was true until a few months ago, so now I have to panic to cite an age in French, and I'm shit with numbers in any language. But if they are the perfect gentleman, I just tell them I have a boyfriend. Sometimes it's a mix of both. Let me go on another male tangent for a moment. Tell me why I've been in this microscopic little town for 2 months, and I've never been asked to have more. This is not a cause for celebration. This is horrible. There's about 9.5 people in this town, and 8 of them are scary old men, and they're asking me for coffee non-fucking stop. Guys, I'm walking my dogs home in pajamas, and I'm also crying. Now is not the time. Neither is when I'm walking home from the store with headphones on, the biggest bag of groceries you've ever seen, and also, I'm a teenager. Now is not the time. I was on the phone with my friend Miles, and a man walked by. He stopped, called out to me. "Oui," I said, holding the phone in one hand, a cigarette in the other. "You speak English," he said. His accent sounded strangely British. "Yes." "I don't." He switched back to French. "Let's go get a glass of wine." "I'm 18. No, fuck. My French is bad. I'm 16. He laughed menacingly. You have to be like 40. You 16 or 18? 16. You sure? Yes, good night. And I scurried into the night. The final example is in relation to creepy men in my unnamed town, and this one is a doozy. I was walking home one afternoon, groceries and headphones, the works, and I saw this man at the end of the sidewalk. And this didn't really bother me because, unfortunately, men are allowed to loiter wherever they please. Kidding. I don't act like the psycho men, just most of the ones who interact with me. Anyway, I saw this man and I thought nothing of it, probably just walking home too. I get to the end of the block and glance both ways to cross the street, and there he is again. An old white man with a wife beater and a thin ring of grey hair on his head. I ignore it again. I'm almost home and I don't really consider the idea that somebody could follow me home. So insecurity. I feel like that's probably something I could have backed later, but nobody wants that. As I reach my front gate and punch in the numbers, I feel a hand on my shoulder. I yelped and whipped around. The man stood there, grinning. His teeth are brown. He smelled like alcohol. "Excuse me," he says, in French, of course. "I found you so charming. Please tell me, are you single?" I shake my head nervously. His touch made me lose all sense of composure. "No, I have a boyfriend." He makes a tsk sound and smiles again. "Are you loyal to him?" The fuck? I've never known in all my years been asked that. I refuse to let French stereotypes invade my worldview, but that was like an American comedian had written it. "Yes," I say, and slide through the gate. Now we're staring at each other through the bars. He wraps a hand around one of them. "You sure?" What is it with these fuckers and ask if I'm sure? Yes, I'm sure. "Yes, and I'm 17. I turn around and start to walk away. "I'll come back." He doesn't say it in a threatening way, but holy shit. What a nightmare. I'm shaking as I go inside. My dad hugs me. He says I should have called him. I was standing right outside. I snap at him. "When would I have time to call you?" That night I was nervous walking the dogs. This is when I wish I did have a boyfriend. A really grossly buff one who I could put out in my yard like a pit bull and have him prowl for creeps. I hadn't seen any of these men since, and I wonder if they have like a little support group. They all avoid me on purpose. The American girl with many ages and the mysterious boyfriend. I mean, God bless. I hope never to see them again. This was supposed to be about lying. I think, yes? Right. I need one of those leather-wearing ladies to stand at my desk and whip me when I get off task. I'd be dead by the end of the night. It's insane how many times I get distracted in the span of like 15 minutes. Do you reckon there's dominatrixes who specialize in study assisting? I think that could be like an untapped market. I think my original point to this whole thing before my tangent about necessary feminist lying, which could be a band name, was that I do not lie for the thrill of it. Rather, it just happens. And I was raised by two incredibly stubborn parents. So much so that I feel a sense of pride when I admit to being wrong. So, oftentimes I'll lie without thinking, and then I'll have to keep that lie going until it dies. There's this one specific lie I've told so many times that I've started to believe it. The horrible part is I lied about it in a different way to so many people that I've lost track of who thinks what about what, and I have to just guess every time it's mentioned. What a horrible thing. Don't lie, kids, it's not fun. It's not fun if you're an easily stressed person like I am. That's why it's good to know people with memory problems, because they don't remember anything you say. Maybe that's the moral of the story. If you're a pathological liar, just make friends with the people who can't care to recall what you said. Go wait up the dementia ward. Friendship's just around the corner. That makes it seem like I'm a pathological liar, which I'm not. That was just a joke. But I do have that one elaborate lie, and I will one day untangle it, just not today. All this to say, lying is not the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. Dancing to like Beep Papa Lula is a fantastic fucking song. Thank you for listening.